Alright, let's get this over with.
Right here. Let's go.
Hi, Faceless here, and what the hell are you doing?
I didn't speak you?
Not even a little bit.
Oh, nuts.
Anyway, I don't want to waste my breath on this review, but I feel like I owe it to you guys. Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. For this sixth outing in the franchise, you would almost have to dismiss the last two films, Paranormal Activity 4 and the Mark ones, because it really has no bearing this time around. Let's begin with the plot. The film starts off with the last scene of Paranormal Activity 3, with a little bit of a mention of Toby, you know, the unseen ghost that's been haunting this franchise. We're then taken to 2013, where we're introduced to a whole new family. We see them move in, get set up for Christmas, nothing really happens in the first part. Until the little girl Layla starts talking to her imaginary friend. Can you guess who that is? It's about this time they find this cardboard box containing these old VHS tapes. And if you don't know by now, these tapes contain footage of the two little girls, Christy and Katie, from the previous films. Along with the tapes, the father, Ryan, finds a specialized camera that's designed to pick up spiritual entities and such. Looking through this camera, we actually get to see what Toby looks like, which is nothing more than just an oily black mass. Over time, Layla converses with this spiritual goo, and eventually she becomes distant. As in the other movies, Ryan sets up cameras all over the house so we, as the audience, can see what's going on. We're treated to a couple of jump scares, maybe a few violent sparks here and there, and, it starts to be, spooky. Of course, they bring in a pastor who labels the spirit as a demon linked to some witch coven or cult. After some research is done, they find out that this was the same spirit that was responsible for the deaths of the families from the previous film. After enough is enough, the family, with the help of the pastor, try to get rid of the evil spirit. But as you can guess, things don't go so well, and pretty much everybody meets their end, and the ghost yet again prevails. And that's pretty much the story in a nutshell. Ow. Now, if you've seen the trailer, you know the main selling point is that you actually get to see the ghost. But to me, that's the downfall of this film. The first three films in this franchise wasn't that bad. It did its job as a found footage film, and it spooked me for a night or two after viewing them. It was its subtle use of strange noises in the night that kept your imagination running wild that made this franchise work. However, this time around, the use of CGI kinda killed the subtleness, not to mention that you could see the jump scares from a mile away. This was also advertised as the movie that will finally answer all your questions. It did, but it left me with more questions. If this was supposed to be the last one of the series, man, they handled this really poorly. I see where they were going with it, but it just didn't work. And I know horror movies seldom have happy endings, let alone a very satisfying conclusion, but come on! This is just me talking, but just once I want to see this demon get his up and comings. It's been 6 films, for crying out loud. Where's the divine power? Aren't there any good spirits in this universe? For crying out loud, the man was a pastor, a man of God, and he was strangled. Where's the divine intervention there? I know this is a little bit off the subject, but if this was the last film, I think a better ending for me would be that the priest dies, the demon goes after the rest of the family, but the spirit of the father comes back, grabs Toby for an afterlife brawl, and kicks his ass all the way down to hell. Actually, I think that would have been a hell of a better ending than what we got. But no, we get the standard ghost wins, people are dead, nothing more than a child walking out of frame of a falling camera. I really don't have anything else to say, so here it is, my final recommendation. For fans of this milked out series, I'm just gonna say it straight. Don't bother. Don't even waste your money. You've seen this before, with the exception of CGI, which it really doesn't amount to anything, and it takes away from what the film originally was supposed to be. I'm not that big of a fan of Paranormal Activity, but I do respect the first 3, and it's really sad to see this go down the tube, just because they want to make a little cash. Well, this wraps up this episode. If you have any comments, please post them below. You can also find my previous videos on peanutbutterdisaster.com, where there are other producers with great content, so check them out. RJ, for the last time, it's not gonna work. Changing your outfit isn't gonna make a difference.
What do you mean, Bat?
RJ? If you're there, then who is... Whoa!
Right here. Let's go.
Boss, you think it's safe to go out?
I don't know.
I'm scared.
Me too, buddy.
Oh, me.
RJ, that better be a flashlight in your pocket.
Well...
God damn it, RJ.
Peanut butter disaster.